Why?
Looking at the Accord now reminds me of a famous poem by Dylan Thomas, where he wrote, "Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light." The story of the Turbo Accord has very humble roots. It came into my possession almost 20 years ago. I never thought of it as much more than an economical commuting car and grocery getter. I purchased it from a traveling salesman that had racked up over 200,000 miles in just a couple of years of buying it brand new. Fast forward to the better part of 15 years and the Accord had served me admirably the whole time, and it still worked exactly like it should. At that time though, a younger, prettier, sporty model came into our life, and so the Accord was cast aside with 275,000 miles. It is just the way things are in the world. The old gets cast aside for the newer and the better. As I prepared to sell the old girl, I knew where she would most likely end up, and that never sat right with me if I'm to be honest. She performed flawlessly for years, faithfully delivering me wherever I needed to go, and it just didn't seem right to seal her fate with anyone else. This is where the idea of the Budget Beast was born, to give another lease on life to a vehicle that never complained and that was faithful in her duties in the battle of everyday commuter life. Yes, instead of being cast away, now she would become special. I think if I could speak for her, she would be honored that so many of you wanted to see her story. A true Cinderella story indeed. Looking at the old girl now, though, saddens me. She is long in the tooth, beat down from years of this world, and I cannot help but to see similar changes happening as I look at my own reflection staring back at me in the mirror. It seems to me our fates are intertwined. This car has been with me so long that it has seen the best and the worst milestones in my life. It was there when I started my journey out of school. It was there when I landed my first real job. It was there to bring my best friend home from the shelter, and also to the vet when he became ill. The question now is, what does her future hold?
All right, guys. Let's see if she starts after basically sitting for a couple years. Fuel pump's on, that's good. Ha 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 ha! She lives. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and to episode 10 of Building a Budget Beast, the vlog series I started a long time ago. I actually didn't think this video would ever make it to the channel, but those of you that participated in the poll kind of know what's been going on, why it took so long. But anyway, I am broadcasting to you today from the cockpit of the Turbo Honda Accord. So update 1 is, yes, I still own it. I'm also broadcasting in the midst of a world gone mad, it seems like. So if you're home and locked down, it's crazy. It's just simply crazy. But anyway, yeah, I still own the car. And it has just over 314,000 miles on it. I just drove it down the street, and it still runs excellent. Which is surprising. It has basically sat here for 2 years, pretty much. And so way to go Honda. They make a good product. Did notice a couple of issues right off the bat. The power steering pump is going to need to be replaced, and the boost gauge no longer works. It's an electronic boost gauge, and the sending unit's probably gone bad. So those are the problems I noticed right off the bat with it. Everything else, though, it appears to be just the way it was back the last time I drove it. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Which kind of brings me to, the future of the Budget Beast. You got to see the backstory. That's what you just watched. So I hope you enjoyed that video. And as far as the future goes, what I'm thinking for a series for this car, cosmetically it looks terrible. And I would like to give it a new cosmetic lease on life. And I've painted a couple of cars in my day, and with good guns and things like that. good spray guns, base coat, clear coats, nice paint. But what I was thinking, in true budget beast style, what if I rattle can this car and see how good of a job we can do? Go slow, panel by panel, use some polishing techniques, and just see how cheap we can paint this car and how much we can bring it back to life. I mean, what are we clinging to at this point? What am I clinging to? It's in pretty bad shape. The clear coat's basically gone. So anyway, I thought that would be a cool future video. If you guys think it would be, let me know in the comments. Maybe another video would be, I don't know if you guys want to see like those, the problems it currently has, like the boost gauge and the power steering pump need to be repaired. I don't know if you guys would want to see that, but you could leave in the comments if you want to see that. But the next video I thought would be pretty good for those of you that follow this video series. And I would like to say right now, I really don't know how many people follow this series anymore. I know the car has a lot of fans from the 14,000 subscribers I have. But with the view counts on the videos, it's clear that not that many of the subscribers come to see it. So I would really appreciate it if all you guys that still follow this series would give this video a thumbs up. I mean, obviously, if you like it, but I'm not doing that, so it'll get up in the search engines or anything for YouTube. What I'm doing it for is so I can see how relevant this content still is to people out there. I mean, maybe nobody even follows this thing anymore, and it's a waste of time doing any update videos or any future videos on it at all. But if you could do that, that'd be great. The next video I was thinking on it, though, would be a question and answer series. I get so many questions, over the years on this car, how I did certain things, how did I do this in the build, or how did I do that, or why did I do that, or will it work with this? And what would be great is if everybody that still has questions could post in this video. Post your question, and if we get enough of them, and I would like to think that we would, then the very next video will be a Q&A where I just answer all those questions about how I did whatever you're asking me on this build. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. I've got a lot of other things planned in the garage. I mean, I work on so many different things and so many different cars. I just completed a job on a German twin turbo car that took over 30 hours. I mean, the whole top of the motor was off. And I don't film things like that. And maybe I should in the future. I don't know. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this update video on the Turbo Honda Accord. Again, leave your comments and questions so I know what to do, how relevant the content is, and what to do for the future Q&A and things like that. And stay safe out there. I know the world's gone crazy, so just stay safe. And God bless everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.